And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Oh, better look out. Turning on the Jets. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Oh, he's got a chance. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. But they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. There he goes! Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Sooners get enough to move the chains. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Sooners! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hold and fire complete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's...
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying out to the right.
game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Ott. Caught behind the line. It's Mateer. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Goes to the option. Powers through the defender. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Running to Green. It's a seam wide open. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Quick toss. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Benson. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest. Gets into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A fair catch, called for and made. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The option look. The pitch. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. So so close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to barge their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Now it's 3rd and goal. Snagged out of the air. And he's got a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Steps away to find some room. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to change this route. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move at the 30. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And he's knocked down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Good timing on the quick out. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking deep down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd.
I And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go on top. Quickly complete. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught near the sideline. It's Garber. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run. And because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
To the 15. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Right down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Oh, there's the ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play.
Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get into the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Mateer. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here as he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
He'll toss it. Spins away. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Stops at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Runs through the tackle.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Grab behind the line. It's Garbers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Look, you would love to have gotten the touchdown there, but at this point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking aggressive. Let's stretch this lead out. Now you got to think, hey, I got to make them score a touchdown, get a field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Finding open areas. Lots of running room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He steps out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Quickly complete. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the timing just a hair off.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you, so I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down, so you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hogs it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.